What's up, Virgo Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm going to be pulling some cards for you guys to tap into the energies. And I just turned my chill mode playlist on. And the first song that came on was Easily by Bruno Major. And so, considering that, and the fact that I was led to use the fact that I just found my psychic tarot of the heart cards that have been MIA for, I know I ain't seen this deck in probably 6 months. I had no clue where it was, but I just ran across it the other day and I was being led to use it for this reading. So there's definitely a love message that wants to come forward. Don't shoot, I'm just the messenger, okay? So let's get into these lyrics a little bit because apparently there's a message there. So the song says, don't you tell me that it wasn't meant to be. Call it quits. Call it destiny. Just because it won't come easily doesn't mean we shouldn't try. We had a good thing going lately. Might not have always been a fairy tale, but you know, and I know. Hold on, I lost my place. But you know and I know that they ain't real. I'll take the truth over the story. You might have tried my patience lately, but I'm not about to let us fail. I'll be the wind picking up your sail, but won't you do something for me? Don't you tell me that it wasn't meant to be. Okay, so it's going to say that over and over. Coming and going, inside out, back to front, all tangled and messy. That's how we've been and will always be. And that's all right with me. Don't you tell me. Okay, it goes back to the hook. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with that song, but I love it. I tried to put it like super low so that you can't really hear it, but you may be picking up remnants of it. Hopefully it's not too loud. I just here lately I like to have some music on when I'm doing these readings because it keeps me flowing at a certain frequency as I do the reading. And then sometimes a song is playing while I'm doing the reading and it's speaking to the message that is coming for or needs to come for. So, and I just saw 211, so that may be significant to you all as an angel number, mastering how you're showing up in relationship. And so I'm going to pull some tarot. I'm going to clarify with the psychic tarot for the heart. I am going to get y'all a self-care message, and I'm going to get you a crystal prescription. So it's basically Christmas in May because I'm giving away all the goodies and didn't have to climb down your chimney to do it. Okay. Let's see. Starting with the Light Seers Tarot. Clear. Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we come to you in this moment, grateful for your love and your light, thanking you for your grace. I already got a message that I fill out, asking that you bring forth the best message for the highest good of the Virgo collective at this time. I pray that you use me as a messenger to bring forth the truth and the best message for the highest good of those who resonate under the sound of my voice at this time. We thank you in advance for the message that is coming forward, Spirit. Ooh, that's a lot. Shame. The Hermit. That's Virgo energy. The Hermit is one of the Virgo representatives in the tarot. So this is very much you all's energy coming out, spending time alone, and it came out face up. So this is something that many of you are possibly already aware of, and if this is not you in hermit mode or needing to be spending some time in solitude or on a journey of self-discovery of some sort, this is someone that you are connected to at this time. And with this Hermit energy, and I don't think I've ever noticed this, but there are stairs on this path. So this is someone who is on a journey, a winding road, or climbing a mountain of some sort. So like mountains can often represent obstacles. So traversing the obstacles and the twists and turns of your life. And she has put her lantern down. It's sitting over here in the corner. Y'all, I've had the Lycius tarot probably since the first year I started reading tarot. I never really noticed these intricate details. And instead of climbing the mountain, she's levitating. So this speaks to taking time out to reflect, to learn, to grow, being intentional about shining your light, gaining knowledge and wisdom, and seeing a different way, or tapping into a different way up, a different way to elevate. Instead of struggling and wearing yourself out and taking the stairs, you can go within, let your light shine, be your authentic self, and elevate and levitate. Y'all, I actually had a dream. I don't know if I told y'all about this on the channel. It might have been last week or week before last. I was meditating in the bed, and I was actually like laying there. I had some crystals on my body, and I had some frequencies playing, and I was astral traveling, because you couldn't tell me I wasn't woke, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I was levitating in the bed, and when I tried to move, I couldn't like stop it. All I could do was like shift from side to side a little bit. But I risen up off that bed and was like floating in the air. It was so real. And so this very much speaks to being in a space where someone is intentional about elevating. And this happens a lot of times when we have a big decision that we need to make, or we're shifting cycles. We're ending a cycle, beginning a new cycle, because the Hermit mode is represented by the number 9. And the number 9 represents closing out a cycle. But we have a card, the first card that fell out before the Hermit fell out face up, is this card that fell out sideways and face down. So that's telling me there's some transition taking place. Again, going from an ending to a new beginning. And also, because it's sideways, that always tells me there's some change taking place or transition. But it's also face down, so this may be something that's in your blind spot that you're not fully aware of. The Hierophant, represented by the number 5. Again, change. 5s represent change. And you got some more fucking stairs in this image. But this individual here is a more of a masculine energy. He's sitting not in necessarily lotus pose, but he has a smile on his face, and he's I've never noticed this either. I got to start paying more attention. But this is someone who's familiar with like the signs of different signs and symbols, and of religions and spirituality, and like mandalas and sacred geometry and things of that nature, because you have some of those images here. You got one of the chakras represented here. Matter of fact, that's the crown chakra. So for some of you, you may resonate with the reading that I just did, the was it Scorpio? The Scorpio reading, where we talked a lot about crown chakra activation, but it's in this card. This symbol right here is the crown chakra symbol. And then you have a fish here, which represents Christ energy, Christ consciousness. And there's quite a few. You got a little heart. You got a triskel, which represents the interconnectedness of things, the Star of David. There are a few of them here that I recognize, but this Hierophant energy represents like wise counsel, tradition, conformity, and having different signs that that you are aware of, different things that you believe. This being face down and also sideways means somebody is coming out of this shit. Somebody is going against the grain and coming out of like tradition or religion, or like this is like going from having a traditional 9 to 5 to being an entrepreneur. Someone's becoming more free spirited. This is speaking to possibly like having certain ideas about the sanctity of marriage and that shifting, or church and religion, or the patriarchy, just conformity, whatever that looks like, and dogma. Somebody is coming out of that as they are in hermit mode, elevating and learning. And again, like I said, in both of these images here, and both of these are major arcana cards, you got these stairs. But this person decided to, I ain't taking this the physically taxing route. I'm going to elevate my mind and my spirit. And he's sitting there at the bottom of these steps laughing like, bruh, it's a million ways to get there. It's a million ways to get to this light. So I do love what I'm seeing here, but let's see what's at the top of the deck. Whatever this is, it's a big ass deal, because you got 2 major arcana cards. And what number did I tell y'all I saw? 211. So this definitely speaks to relationship in some way, or connectedness in some way, as 2s represent unity and connectedness, or something outside of self. So for many of you, you're elevating in the way of no longer just thinking about self in your decision making, in your life planning, in your day-to-day. You're actually considering someone outside of yourself in a more deeply profound way. At the top of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords. So going from this energy where you're putting, what they say, the old folks say, putting the cart before the horse. This Knight of Swords energy, he's running in with his looks like a bow and arrow on his back, and running towards his bike to get going with something. And there's a bird up above, because there's a message of some sort that has come forth or wants to come forward in this situation. And what is he running fast toward after this period of being in hermit mode and coming out of this Hierophant energy of conformity and tradition and what the world says has to be done in order to elevate, and the world's measure of success, running toward his own measure of success with the 6 of Wands. That's victory. And it's not internal victory or a private victory. It's a very public victory. That's all your haters being able to see that you won, regardless of the low vibrational energy and hate that they were sending your way. So you definitely want to, this is dope, you definitely want to stay optimistic about whatever your goal is. And again, if this isn't you, this is somebody that you are connected to. They're making a not only educated but a spiritually aligned decision to move towards what their idea of success is, and it may be you. So I'm going to clarify this with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Please clarify this message. As a matter of fact, let me put everything how I had it. Let's clarify this Hermit energy. What is this Hermit learning? Who is this Hermit? Okay. So, face down. Every last one of them fell face down directly on top of the Hermit card. Flow. It's time. Somebody is in hermit mode thinking like the wheel is spinning in my favor and I'm needing to go with the flow. You got this man here with his hand over his heart, and then he got one hand in the water, because this is someone who is tapped in with their emotion and their heart, and this next leg of the journey, this luck, this fortune that is coming in for them very much has to do with them elevating um, spiritually and emotionally. Water representing spirit and emotion, intuition and emotion. Then we have take the lead. What I tell you, they had to go in hermit mode in order to make a major decision, and that decision involves taking the lead. If I'm not mistaken, this card represents the Three of Wands, is the equivalent to the Three of Wands in the tarot, but you got this hand of fire here. Excuse me. So you got somebody who knows that in order to align with the fortune that is before them, they're needing to take the lead in their hermit mode, really thinking about how to rise to the occasion to do that, right? To ignite, add more fuel to whatever this situation is, and open up with the, what is this equivalent to? The Four of Pentacles, where they have been holding back. Because, you know, the Four of Pentacles in the tarot is like that guy who has he has coins under his feet and close to his chest because he's stingy and he don't want to open up. But this is knowing that taking the lead is going to require opening up. And for many, being more vulnerable. Again, that's why you got Bay here with his hand over his chest and his other hand in this water, over his heart and in this water, tapping into his emotions. And then you got fine balance, another two. And this is a Two of Pentacles. So yeah, knowing that there are different things that need to be juggled in this situation. There's some compromise or flexibility or adaptability that is required, because for one thing, with this being a new cycle, with this 10 energy, you got the 9 with the Hermit. We clarifying the Hermit with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is definitely a new cycle that's taking place. There are some things that need to be juggled, or compromises that need to be made in order to maintain or restore balance in this situation. And in this image here, you have a rose, so that's that love and romance. You got a ring, so that's like marriage and commitment. You got a baby in swaddling cloth, so that's birthing something new, whether it's a child or a business or just a new life, new lifestyle. You got a book, so that's learning, knowledge, growth, wisdom. You got a cup here, which is like pouring into yourself, your self-love, your self-care, and also the love that you give another. And then you got a hourglass, and that represents like time. So having to be compromising and balancing out all of these things. And then you got another wheel. So we got 2 sets of stairs and 2 wheels here, because that's a wheel and this is a wheel. So this is definitely a change in cycle for somebody. Something is coming full circle, and someone is coming to grips with the fact that they can't handle this the way they have other situations or have handled this situation in the past. They're saying that they're going to have to do a new thing in order to get a new result. You know, they say insanity is when you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. To your hearts. Yeah. That's just the type of guy that you are. Tell me anything, everything, whatever I want to hear. I'm trying to see if the words to this song are resonating with me. This is Janae Aiko. Want me, then you say you want me, then you do whatever. Love me like you say you love me, I'll be there forever. Yep. This is one of those situations where it's like somebody's needing the shit to get off the pot. And getting off the pot means elevating, rising to the occasion. And this is someone saying, listen, if you love me like you say you love me, you're going to do what you got to do to get me. You know what I'm saying? To get me and to keep me and to build with me. So I love this message that's coming forward. What's the name of this song? There used be, yeah. Just stay right beside me, oh. When We Love by Janae Aiko. So you might want to check that out and check out the lyrics to that song as well. I want to hear it's the sweet little nothings need to keep me here. If you want me like you say you want me, then you do whatever. Love me like you say you love me. Okay, let's get y'all some self-care. This is reminding me of that reading. I don't know what zodiac sign it was. We was talking about somebody wanting that old thing back. But what this says is, if you want me like you say you want me, you're gonna have to come with the real. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, please clarify the message that's coming through in this reading with some self-care for advice for the Virgo collective. I never knew I loved so good. Never knew I loved so good. Are y'all doing a good job of taking care of yourself? Because look like they don't want to give you no self-care cards. The Hierophant can also represent commitment. So this could very well be somebody who is in hermit mode, who's not only coming out of some sort of conformity in their life and the way they've been living their day-to-day, but also coming out of that a fear of commitment. So that could be the case in this situation, as well as we are talking about somebody transitioning with this Hierophant energy. But let's see what's up with this self-care read. We had another book. So for many of you, the answer that you're seeking, it's in a book. Or maybe I'm talking about somebody who loves to read. Or maybe y'all have just saw 2211. Maybe that's the connection between the two. Like those deep philosophical conversations, or spiritual, or woke conversations where you have two people who are attracted to one another intellectually. But whatever the case, you got read represented by the number 42, and at the bottom of the deck, meditate, represented by the number 35, which gives you an 8, which are both even numbers. So that speaks even more to this balance. And in order to find balance in this situation, you got to find balance within yourself. So this is both parties needing to prioritize being balanced and bringing their balanced selves to the connection. And these are two people who possibly balance one another out. And so that is why it's no need to play bullshit games, right? But definitely wanting to meditate. And that's basically what she doing here in this hermit mode. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being in the dark, this person here is sitting in the middle of a lotus in the light of day, being nourished by the sun representing truth, clarity, happiness, joy, innocence, childlike nature, being nourished by the energy of the sun and allowing it to penetrate the crown chakra and down through the rest of the chakras. And I'm noticing here she has a diamond in the center of her heart, and I actually have been meditating to some diamond heart frequency music, like meditation music. I'm gonna try to remember to put that on the description community board for y'all. But yeah, you definitely want to prioritize reading and meditating, getting more information, and then going inward to see what visions come to you, to center yourself, to breathe, to take a cool, calm, and collected approach, and learn to be more present and balanced. So with this message that has come forward, I want to get y'all a tool that you can use by way of having it physically or working with the frequencies. But I'm going to do a crystal prescription Oh, I know. Tickly. Closer to my dreams. I'm getting higher. Elevating. Getting closer to your dreams. Somebody knows this, yo. They're aware. It's just requiring more from them than they're used to giving, or it's requiring getting closer to your dreams is requiring more from you than you're used to giving. But know that all of heaven is supporting you in your elevation. So let's see here, Spirit. What crystal energy does the Virgo collective need to align with at this time? Bro, this the same John I pulled the other day. Dioptase. Whose reading was that? Forgiveness, compassion, release of karmic patterns, and prosperity. This is definitely this energy of, with this wheel of fortune. The more you forgive yourself and others, the more you tap into your emotional energy and search your heart to be compassionate and release karmic patterns, karmic relationships, karmic mindsets, and align more with prosperity, you attract fortune. You flow right on into fortune. And all of this is such a cool, calm, collected energy. The only one that has come out that isn't so cool and calm is this Knight of Swords energy. Virgo. With old boy running toward the motorcycle, rushing towards success, victory. So the element that is associated with dioptase is water. The chakra that is associated with is the heart chakra. And it says that dioptase is a powerful ally for awakening loving compassion and for healing emotional pain. It emanates the energy of the pure green ray of the heart and is an ideal stone for energetically supporting the heart in every way. It lends strength to the emotional heart through the power of compassion for oneself as well as others. It supports the physical heart through its constant message of serenity and well-being. That's why you need to have that balance and meditate and read and do all this calm, chill shit, because you're being led to have more peace in your life. And that's part of your fortune. Somebody is used to living a more fast-paced, chaotic, for some even drama-filled lifestyle, and God is trying to show you the value and the abundance that is having a healthy nervous system and having a cool, chill lifestyle, being at peace, not your nerves all over the place, your mind all over the place, your anxiety always on high, you worried about this and worried about that. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, in order for you to vibrate in your God or goddess energy, you're gonna have to be able to approach things from a centered space. Now, that's not to say you won't never have that urge to pop off. You know what I'm saying? That's your shadow. And sometimes you need your shadow. And sometimes you need your ego. You know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking a lot about being mindful when I say ego death, because I know what I mean, but I don't want to confuse the people who I'm teaching and have y'all believing that you don't need your ego and your ego has to die in order for you to evolve and grow or succeed. It's just that we're needing to tame the ego. We're needing to put the ego in its place. And so, yeah, we go through the dark night of the soul in order to humble us and to do that so that we can elevate, right? But it says dioptase is useful for the attainment of past life insights and for the activation of one's higher purpose. Many of the lessons we carry forward from past lives show themselves in echoes or repetitive episodes wherein similar karmic patterns are repeated again and again. Dioptase opens our inner eyes to remember and see these patterns, releasing our attachment to them and moving forward with renewed energy. We saw those wheels, right? That means that there's been there may have been repeating karmic cycles. It's time out. What you're going through now is actually you coming full circle to some shit so that you can finally get the wisdom and not keep going through this shit. So you can go on and dead the drama and the karmic energy now, so that you can move forward, not only forward but upward and onward. So it says the vibration of dioptase is wholesome and fresh. It can help clear one's auric field of disharmony. Emotions of anger, frustration, jealousy, anxiety, or distrust are muted in the presence of dioptase, and this makes it an excellent stone for everyday use in meditation and for keeping in one's environment or even on one's person. Dioptase can also be used for creating abundance and prosperity as one of the purest stones of the green ray. It attracts wealth and all other good things that can make our physical lives more pleasant. Dioptase can help one to be grateful for the emotional lessons learned through difficult interactions with loved ones. It teaches us the value of allowing ourselves and others to grow within close relationships and how to admit to ourselves and others when we no longer fit within them. It lends one the maturity to recognize when we are expecting others to conform to our expectations instead of allowing them to be their true selves. It also helps one see where one may be adapting one's own behavior to the expectations of others instead of fully being oneself, getting out of that hierophant energy of doing what everybody else has been manufactured to do, like we are machines or in a warehouse. It says dioptase assists in understanding the roles we played for others as well as the roles others have played for us. It encourages us to release these past roles so both parties in the relationship can be honored for who they truly are. What I say, this is one of them situations where you have history with this person or there's a past of some sort. This ain't necessarily a new situation, just our 32. So there's change taking part on both parties part, and it's like I'm not the same person, so you can't approach me like who I was back then, and you shouldn't be the same person either. So you're gonna evolve and meet me where I am, or we can't do this, right? And this is somebody saying, I'm willing to elevate and evolve and meet you where you are. It's going to require that I shake some shit up in my life, but this is what I want. So it says, this is the true process of forgiveness, releasing oneself and others so true growth can be recognized and the past let go. When this is done, the karma of the relationship is also released, freeing everyone to move forward. So when you in this hermit mode, or when this person is in this hermit mode, they're coming to forgive people who have wronged them or hurt them or whom they've held resentments in, and actually finding value and wisdom in those experiences because they know, listen, I'm gonna have to transmute this energy and quit holding all this resentment and pain because I can't take this baggage into my next situation. I can't take this baggage into my next to this next leg of the journey. You can't elevate like this with all that weight on you. So this is taking time to release a lot of that by going inward, by meditating, by reading, by studying, by surrendering to your ascension journey and what that is requiring you, the version of you that is that is being birthed at this time. This is such a beautiful energy. So spiritually, dioptase is one of the most powerful spiritual teachers of this time, demonstrating how to heal the heart and free ourselves from past roles which limit our ability to embody our fullest potentials. It is a teacher of love and love's greatest act, forgiveness, Diaptase encourages an emotional purity that allows one to experience relationships as a sacred opportunity to see the divine in others. It also urges one to assume one's own power by releasing oneself from egoic expectations and past emotional experiences and roles. One thing that's coming to mind is in hermit mode, someone is being led to forgive their parents. Forgive your parents, your mother or father or both, for not showing up the way that optimally you desired, and giving them some level of grace, which does not mean that you have to have a relationship with them. If your parent or parents are deceased, that's even better for transmuting that energy, because I have found in my experience that you can make amends with your ancestors via ancestral healing, and underneath meditate is what make an altar. So for many of you, you're needing to honor your ancestors so that you can heal any hurts or resentments that you're still holding on to against some of your ancestors. And you can do that by creating an altar with some candles, some water, and some of their favorite things, some pictures, and just spend some time with them. Talk to them, air out your grievances, write them a letter. But you want to cry it out, whatever you need to do to get to a better space so that you can go from grieving them and holding the anger and resentment to honoring them, because they want to help you along your journey of ascension. Emotionally, the emotional energies of diatage are closely linked to its spiritual powers. It is extremely helpful for those who are constantly reviewing the past and therefore are unable to interact with clarity in the present. It aids those who have assumed a victim role to perceive how to empower themselves, because you ain't gonna be able to be both. You ain't gonna be able to keep playing the victim and walk in your power. It don't work like that. One cancels out the other. So we're definitely needing to get out of our victim mentality and feeling like life is happening to us, and cultivate a life that is empowering, and step into our power and create the life that we desire, instead of moaning and groaning about the life that we have. And that is a lesson that I'm learning too. So I ain't just like picking on y'all and poking at y'all. Like, I have to remind myself of my power as well. Instead of complaining and passing the buck, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you are far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. And so now it is time to step in to that power. And that's why you got take the lead. There is a spark being ignited within you so that you can take the lead. It says it assists those who constantly adapt to the expectations and desires of others and are afraid of revealing their true selves. Diaptase can help anyone feel more joy, peace, and fulfillment in life. The affirmation for diaptase is, I forgive and release all the old patterns which have held me back, and I accept with an open heart the many blessings of my life. This message is definitely giving gratitude, a readiness to move forward to a more elevated and centered lifestyle. I wish you all the best on your journey, and if you are needing a personal reading or some assistance in some way, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, my donation information is down in the description box, and share this message with someone whom you feel may resonate with it. But until next time, y'all, peace.